And you know what time it is. We got 6 things you should know. And number 1 on our list, Josh, did you ever pop fireworks when you were a kid?
That was like my favorite thing to do. You?
No. But
really?
yeah, I was always, I love watching them, but just getting in there and popping them myself, it was a little scary.
Not your thing?
Not my thing.
Okay. What about now? Is it your thing now?
No.
Okay, still not your thing.
No. And we're getting you ready to celebrate the 4th and pop some fireworks. So you should know that there is a massive fireworks recall.
Yeah, the Consumer Product Safety Commission issuing a recall on more than 37,000 fireworks, claiming the products are, quote, overloaded with explosives, with the possibility of being a burn or explosion hazard to users. Customers are being urged not to use them and to return any of the products in question for a refund. Visit the Consumer Products Safety Commission's website for the full list of the fireworks in question.
That definitely didn't just change my mind.
No.
Extremely dangerous. So if you are popping some fireworks this 4th of July, please be safe.
Yeah, they're overloaded. That can't be.
And also be considerate, because I don't like whenever fireworks are popping at 11 o'clock.
I go to sleep at 5:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to be up all night on the 4th.
Well, hopefully people will stop
deal
at a
with
decent time.
Yeah.
And it's the week of the 4th of July, and that means unusual lights in the sky are probably fireworks. But our number 2 today reminds us of a celebration of a different kind of light in the sky. UFO's World UFO Day is today, July 2nd.
Seriously?
Yeah.
UFO Day, according to the nationaldaycalendar.com, it was on that day in 1947 that a now famous UFO sighting was reported in Roswell, New Mexico. Have you ever had a UFO encounter?
I feel like I have.
You're just not sure?
Do you believe in aliens?
Not like the little green aliens, but there's probably something out there.
What do you think they look like?
I don't know, like you and I?
You think so?
Maybe like shorter?
I definitely picture the little green with a big head and long arms and 3 fingers.
How many eyes?
1.
Just 1 eye?
Well, I think that's the guy from Monsters, Inc. that I'm picturing in my head.
Possibly, yeah. Or Futurama. Maybe that's it, yeah.
And on number 3 today, with the 50th anniversary of the Woodstock Music Festival coming up in August, what could be more fitting than tie-dyed frappuccinos? So the colorful concoction is reportedly set to go on sale at Starbucks in a week and a half. So you better get it while you can.
Yeah, drink will be limited edition. One observer said the beverage looks like the shirts you made in summer camp 20 years ago. There's no word yet on just what flavorings will be used to make the drink.
That sounds pretty fun.
We were talking
really
about
good.
This yesterday. It's got to be kind of like a sherbet, like Neapolitan type deal, right?
Yes.
It's not going to be just one flavor.
Yeah, that's exciting though. We'll see.
You got to try it.
I'm definitely going to try it. And 4th on our list, social media has a lot of trends, some fun and some dangerous, but no trend or attempt to go viral is worth risking someone's health or freedom. So we warn you that what you are about to see is really graphic. So a new viral video shows a woman opening a container of Bluebell and licking the top of the container while still in the grocery store. She then puts the contaminated container back to the freezer.
What?
Gross.
Bluebell now cooperating with law enforcement, retail partners, and social media platforms to track down a woman shown in the video. The ice cream company released a statement saying this type of incident will not be tolerated. Food safety is a top priority, and we work hard to provide a safe product and maintain the highest level of confidence from our consumers. Food tampering can lead to felony charges in some states, and the FDA suggests to carefully examine all food product packaging, check with any anti-tampering devices on packaging, and to not purchase products if the packaging is open, torn, or damaged.
First of all, gross.
What?
Second of all, gross.
Right.
I have nothing else to say. That's absolutely disgusting. So disrespectful. So she definitely needs to
They're gonna catch her.
Get in trouble for that.
Somebody's going to snitch on her.
And to anyone else.
She's in trouble.
I also saw one of a girl who went to a store, grabbed a deodorant, put it on, and then put it back on the shelf.
Is this like a viral challenge thing now?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It is. So don't do it. And also, if you are out there purchasing products, I would say just shave off that top layer of anything that you buy, and then you'll be safe.
Even if the seal is on it, probably take that top layer off.
And then you'll be safe.
Good idea.
And Josh, I have a question for you. What's your favorite app?
My favorite app on my phone is the Target one.
I thought you were going to say the weather app. Was that
I am the weather app.
Okay.
I am the weather app. And you?
Instagram.
Has to be. We knew that. I knew that answer going in, right?
Well, there's a university study that says social media is actually good for you, especially one particular app. So academics at Edgehill University in England think social media may not be as bad for a person's psychological well-being, and one particular messaging app, so it's called WhatsApp, can actually have positive social benefits.
Yeah, researchers looked at 200 users, 158 women and 41 men around the age of 24. They found the more more time people spend on the messaging service, the less lonely they were, and the higher esteem and social competence that they had.
I actually have that app because I can't text my family from Mexico, so we actually use that app to communicate back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a messaging app?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, it's supposed to make you happy, but if you don't have any friends to talk to on that thing, then how is it going to make you happy?
It's really not going to make you happy in that case.
Yeah. And last on our list, summer is now officially here, and we know that you're going to be outside with family in a few days, but dehydration can become very dangerous in hot weather. Some signs of heat exhaustion can include dizziness, lightheadedness, and nausea.
Yeah, but as Haley Hernandez tells us, emergency room doctors say it's not always that easy to detect in children. Take a look.
Dr. Shabana Woolley, a UT Health emergency room physician, says heat exhaustion is the most common illness that comes into the ER every summer, and she doesn't want it to happen to you.
I think the best way to do that is to prehydrate.
She says before you ever go outside, make sure you're getting plenty of water every day. That looks like this, half your body weight in ounces. But don't worry, that includes hydrating foods.
About 20% of our daily intake of water actually comes from food.
These foods are all mostly made up of water, so they're perfect summertime snacks. The most hydrating is...
The most hydrating vegetable that you can eat is probably a cucumber that has about 91% water content. The most hydrating fruit is probably watermelon, right? That's where the name comes from. Cantaloupe, tomatoes, pineapple here, all very water rich and great snacks to bring along.
But if you start to feel dizzy, tired, and weak in the sun, the most important thing to do is get to shade.
I think if you just take a rest, remove any extra layers of clothing, sit underneath a fan, and drink these 2 bottles of water over the course of 10 minutes, you should start to feel better.
And experts say 2 water bottles in 10 minutes is about the magic number that you need to get back on track to start feeling a little better. That is honestly the worst feeling, to be dehydrated.
Yeah, I
I've
drank
been there.
a ton of water in the morning before I even drink coffee, and lately I've been drinking a ton of water at work.
I know, I walked up and I saw like a random mysterious water jug and I said, who's this?
I got a big water jug now.
That's good, I'm proud of you.
And,
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, the bathroom breaks are more frequent now, but hey, it's working.
And don't go anywhere, we got more Living Local when we return.